Hello, everyone. It is our pleasure from Group 5 to be presenting to all of you about FIFA corruption scandal that happened in Switzerland for MPU integrity and anti-corruption.
Hello, my name is Aiman.
Hi, I'm Dewi Arisa.
Hi, I'm Darwish.
Hi, I'm Nufa.
Hello guys, my name is Akanaiwe.
Hi, my name is Dasmulatia.
Hi, my name is Paitre.
Hi, my name is Tong Wai Lam.
Hi, my name is Jenny.
Hi, my name is Tasha.
Hi, my name is Normachita Azlin binti Mazlin.
Hi, my name is Nulin.
Here are the contents for our presentation. We have introduction, background of case, description of corruption case, evidence and investigations, impact and consequences, analysis and discussion, public reaction, recommendations, and finally, conclusion. First and foremost, I will be explaining the introduction part for the FIFA scandal. The FIFA corruption scandal became a worldwide news in 2015 when Swiss authorities and United States Department of Justice arrested top FIFA officials in Zurich. The investigation showed that these FIFA officials had taken long patterns of bribery, fraud, and money laundering, involving millions of dollars. The scandal exposed serious corruption inside FIFA and severely damaged its reputation worldwide.
Now I'm going to talk about FIFA scandal background. The FIFA corruption scandal case study in Switzerland focused on the 2015 arrest of top FIFA officials in Zurich and the Swiss criminal inquiries that follow, targeting executives like Sepp Blatter and Michel Platini. The background for this case was Switzerland's historic leniency towards sports organizations, which the 2015 events and subsequent legal pressure began to challenge. First, weak rules and oversight. For a long time, Switzerland allowed international sports organizations like FIFA, the IOC, and UEFA to run their operations without strict government checks. This made it easier for problems to go unnoticed. Second, leaders not treated as high-risk officials. Powerful people such as FIFA President Sepp Blatter were not officially considered politically exposed persons. This means they didn't have to follow strict anti-money laundering rules. As a result, their financial activities were not closely monitored. Third, Sepp Blatter's long time in power. Sepp Blatter led FIFA from 1998 for many years. During this time, the organization developed a culture where corruption was able to grow. There was little accountability, so unethical behavior was really questioned. Fourth, the Garcia report. In 2014, U.S. lawyer Michael Garcia investigated how the 2018 and 2022 World Cup hosts were chosen. FIFA refused to release the full report, which raised suspicion when Swiss authorities finally got access to it. They found worrying information that led them to open a criminal investigation.
Right now, I will talk about description of the case. First, I would like to begin with the massive global corruption scandal that was uncovered. This case initially came to light when Swiss prosecutors quietly opened investigation into how Russia 2018 and Qatar 2022 were awarded the World Cup hosting right following the major police raid in Zurich in 2015. Evidence emerged involving bribery, vote buying, and illicit financial flow connected to FIFA officials and several sport marketing companies. Next, for the second point, this case developed into one of the largest criminal investigations in Switzerland. The Attorney General Office launched around 25 separate criminal cases, established a special task force, seized nearly 100 million documents, and analyzed hundreds of money laundering reports. The sheer scale of this effort made it one of the most extensive investigations in Swiss history. Moving on, The third point focuses on the challenge and limited outcome of the investigation. Despite the massive effort, only a small number of individuals were convicted through criminal orders for offences such as forgery, money laundering, and embezzlement. High-profile trial involving Blatter, Platini, and Vak resulted in a partial conviction or ongoing appeal. Many cases were closed due to time limits, insufficient evidence, or overlapping investigation in other countries. Lastly, the fourth point, highlight the international cooperation problem that affected the investigation because many individuals, bank, and financial transactions were outside Switzerland. The authority depended heavily on help from foreign countries, while some nations cooperated actively, others did not. The lack of cooperation, especially from Qatar, caused major delay and forced several cases to be closed before reaching a conclusion.
Evidence and investigation, financial record analysis following the money is a critical start. Investigators examine bank records, transaction reports, and athlete transfer market data to identify suspicious payment and money laundering activity. Collaboration, effective investigations, defense cooperation between national law enforcement agencies like the FBI in FIFA, international bodies, UN, OCC, Interpol, WADA, Europol, and sports organizations themselves.
Impact and consequences of 2015 FIFA's corruption scandal in Switzerland. Effects on individuals. Several FIFA officials were arrested, indicted, or suspended. High-profile figures such as Blatter and Platini faced ethics suspension and multi-year bans from football activities, while other executives were guilty or were later convicted.
Public trust and tax reaction. Only a tiny percentage of fans thought FIFA was successfully confronted with corruption, according to a survey and watchdog analysis. And so many fans expressed dissatisfaction with global body honesty. Fans dissatisfaction and media attention become a constant source of pressure on FIFA legitimacy as a result of scandal. Sponsors and commissioner partners. Major global shoppers threatened to withdraw or publicly pressure FIFA dissatisfaction. In October 2015, four major FIFA sponsors, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Visa, and Budweiser, called for Blatter to stand down as the FIFA president.
Impact towards member associations and regional confederations. Several national associations faced inquiries, evaluations, and governance reforms. The scandal encouraged national federations to adopt stricter compliance and transparency measures, though adoption and enforcement varied widely across the jurisdictions. Final consequences: internal FIFA reforms. Measures to reduce conflicts of interest, boost board independence, and improve the ethics process were included in a reform package that was approved in early 2016. To suggest structural fixes, independent reviews and outside advisors were consulted.
Now I would like to talk about why did corruption happen. Corruption happened because long-term power capacity. FIFA top officials had a lot of power for a long time, but very little transparency. Decisions about things like World Cup buys and internal payments were kept secret. For example, the hidden payment between Blatter and Platini and Chuck Blaze's confession about bribery for the 1998 and 2010 World Cups show that corruption was built into the system. Next, there is huge commercial interest. FIFA handles huge amount of money from things like broadcasting and marketing rights. This big financial stock creates strong incentive for bribery. In the 2015 investigation, officials and companies were found to have exchanged about 150 million in bribes over 2 decades to get rights for World Cups, Gold Cups, and Copa America. Money like this drove corruption to become normal. Furthermore, corruption happened because of weak oversight. FIFA didn't have strong internal supervision, and outside governments had little power to intervene. Its non-profit status and lack of transparency meant no one really knew how decisions were made and money was spent. Because of this, corrupt practice could continue for years without being stopped. Lastly, there is law enforcement intervention. Even though corruption had been going on for decades, it was only fully exposed in 2015 when US and Swiss authorities stepped in. They found bribes passing through banks and arrested several top officials on May 27 in Zurich. This set off global investigation and finally revealed the hidden corruption network within FIFA.
Now I'm going to share some ways to prevent corruption. The first one is clear business processes. Have clear steps for how work is done, who can approve financial matters, and how purchases should be made. Review these steps regularly to keep them up to date. Good record keeping and regular audits also help prevent corruption. The second one is gift and entertainment policy. Gift and entertainment can be part of doing business, but if they are too frequent, too expensive, or mean to gain unfair advantage, they can be considered corruption. Set simple rules on when gift can be given or accepted and what must be recorded. Make sure your business partner know this rule too. The third one is conflict of interest declaration. A conflict of interest happens when someone's personal interest affects their work decision. This can lead to bribery. Create a simple system for all employees to declare any conflict. The company can then decide what to do, such as moving the employee to another task or department. The last one is easy reporting system for corruption. Make it easy and safe for staff to report corruption. This could be a whistle-blowing channel that allows anonymous reports through a shared email address or phone number, so people feel protected.
Moving on, now I will be explaining about public reaction. The aftermath of the 2015 FIFA corruption scandal has increased public frustration due to the arrest in Zurich that increased national and international public pressure on Switzerland. The media coverage has intensified criticism towards FIFA and its leadership. The FIFA misguided public perception that the multi-billion-dollar enterprise interest in soccer has achieved many observers. A belief arises that FIFA is more focused into generating large sum of money through sponsorship than actual football. Very sad.
Recommendations. FIFA should have stronger independent oversight to check decisions, especially for popular bidding and finance. All financial transactions must be transparent and audited, so there is no room for hidden payments or bribery. FIFA officials should follow strict conflict of interest rules and declare any personal connections that could affect their decisions. There should be safe whistleblower system so that staff can report corruption without fear. FIFA should improve its bidding process, give mandatory integrity training, and limit how long leaders can stay in power to avoid misuse of authority.
In conclusion, the charge of bribery, fraud, and money laundering against senior FIFA officials reveal that even global institutions are vulnerable when ethical conduct is ignored. This case demonstrates the urgent need for organizations to adopt strong anti-corruption framework to safeguard integrity, public trust, and organizational reputation. The FIFA scandal also highlights the importance of accountability systems and ethical culture as essential components in preventing future misconduct. Ultimately, this case reinforces that corruption prevention must be prioritized at every level to ensure transparency and uphold the credibility of organizations worldwide. That's all.